Millsy, Bandit Ned took out the first heat tonight of the New South Wales National Sprint. Andy'd been saying all week that he needed to be drawn wide, and he was tonight. What did you make of the run?
Yeah, very impressive. I didn't think he could win from where he was, but you can't write him off because we know how big a motor he's got. But he was where he wanted to be on the outside and just zoomed around him. And
when he gets his right spot, he's a hell of a dog, isn't he? He was 3 or 4 wide around the first bend. He was wide most of the trip, and then he still powered to the line. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was huge, I thought. He was where he wanted to be, and he can do some pretty freaky things, really, when he wants to.
It goes without saying, I guess, but do you want a repeat of the draw in the final on Thursday?
Yeah, for sure.
What does the next 4 days look like, mate? I know you're hands-on with the Lords down Goulburn Way. What do you do with him? Does he just relax? Does he go on the lead for a few walks?
Just his usual routine, but it's a quick backup to Thursday, so won't be doing a hell of a lot. But just hopefully we can draw well. The draw is probably be a big part of the race.
Mark Davidson with Mckay running second in the first heat of the New South Wales National Sprint. Mark, did you think he had it there? Did you see Bandit Ned coming, and what were you thinking down the straight?
Yeah, he was racing pretty tight all the way around with the 4, and I could see Bandit Ned and Maserati looming up, which did worry me. And he's ended up running second. Can't take anything away from the winner. He was just too good.
Can you talk us through just what you saw on the home turn and down the straight there with him landing a little bit on Devil Dodger? Can you talk about that and how that's going to impact, hopefully, the boxes next week and where you want to be?
Yeah, he likes the fence, but I think he prefers the middle to the outside draw going into the first turn. But once he gets through the first turn, I think he likes to come down on the fence. I think he raced pretty tight and might have hampered Devil Dodger and himself getting around there, and that's allowed the swoopers to come and nail him on the line. He had to do plenty of work, so hopefully he'll benefit from that run. And we draw a middle to wide draw next week, I think.
And you were mentioning that he hurt himself up in Grafton, did some webbing issues there about a month or 2 ago. This is his third run back tonight, so there should be natural improvement next week. Is he all good? Is the webbing good?
Yeah, it's all good. It's just a little bit of a concern being the rail toe. There's nothing to hold the toe in, so we've just got to keep an eye on it and make sure there's no soreness in the toe. But yeah, look, he should be getting fitter and fitter. That's only his second 500 back this prep, so onwards and upwards.
And finally, mate, just the last one. It's not to do with the sprint, but more to do with his opposition last run, Shipwreck. You were up close and personal. What were your first thoughts? And do you think it's scary for the $1 million chase coming up?
Yeah, look, certainly he nailed the start here, and by doing that, he's super strong. You haven't seen a 30 run probably since She's a Pearl, really. So, if he comes down here and repeats that, he's a pretty handy dog.
April Mckay joins us. Zipping Maserati's run 4th in the first heat of the New South Wales National Sprint. Look, box 8, a little bit tricky into that first turn. What did you make of it, April?
Oh, he seemed to come out all right, but 4 wide leading into the corner, which probably wasn't ideal. But he's got a good record off box 8, but the run weren't as impressive as I thought, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, before tonight, 4 wins from 6 starts out there tonight, obviously running 4th. Next week, where do you want to be drawn if the 8 didn't really handle it tonight?
Maybe not 1, maybe 4, 5 or 6, but it's different when you're in a company racing Mckay and Bandit Ned and dogs like that. So when you're trying to circle them and swoop them, sometimes it doesn't work like that.
I'm interested. This is a question without notice. What do you do from here? Do you go back with Dad and watch the races and try and dissect it, or do you just wipe it and then move on to the next one?
Oh, there's been maybe a replay about 10 or so times to be a bit dramatic, but no, we'll have a look through and see what's next. But he'll be in on Thursday, obviously, in the final. But no, we look through and just study it. Did he have speed? Was he strong? But no, Dad's good at that type of stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Last one. So, quick turnaround until the final. What does the next 4 or 5 days look like?
Maybe just tomorrow off. Just he likes his walking, so we're walking every day, and maybe a quick hit out on Tuesday and see how we go.
We're joined by Pete Rogers down here. Simply Limelight's just taken out Heat 2 of the New South Wales National Sprint. Very, very impressive. A new PB, Pete. What did you think?
Oh, the dog's always been going to do that, but I'm very, very happy that he has done it. Got a very, very good run through, and that's just what he needs to get to the rails very quickly, and he'll just sort the rest out as he goes forward.
Takes a fair dog to run away from a field like that, and that's what he was sort of doing on the line. As I said, a PB tonight, but he absolutely loves when he parked, doesn't he? Why do you think that is?
Well, because I schooled him here as a young dog, basically broke him in here, and you just got to keep the dogs coming down here if you want them to perform well here, and he always has, and he's probably more suited over a lot longer ground, but this is where the real action is, and that's what he likes. So we bring him here for that reason.
I know a time of 29.66 is a PB tonight, but the question is, how good do you think he can be, and how low can that time go?
Well, a lot of greyhound people are going to laugh at me, but the dog can go probably 29.2, 29.25, and that's what he can go. He's a very, 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 very special animal. They don't come along very often. You've just got to manage them properly when you do get them.